Welcome, welcome, welcome. As I like to say every week, I'm still Dr. Arnold Nerenberg. Here I am again, 83 years old. I'm happy to still be here with you to share with you lessons and insights and inspirations of a lifetime. I've been licensed as a clinical psychologist in the state of California since 1974 and been in the profession for over 50 years. Today is going to be a paradigm shift. This is going to be a totally new approach to a very important aspect of life. The title of today's presentation is Disability Anxiety from Going Through Medical Disability. Disability Anxiety from Going Through Medical Disability. I see so many wonderful, lovely, beautiful human beings. Magnificent. So stressed out at work. Feeling discriminated against, overworked, underpaid. Maybe there's a new manager, a new supervisor. Whatever you do, it's not right. Or favoritism or discrimination. People that I see are suffering deeply from the abuse of power at work, from an orientation of many corporations to squeeze everything they can out of you and give you as little back in return as possible. Working, giving your life, your loyalty to different companies, to corporations, who have no regard for you as a person. None whatsoever. This will hopefully not always be this way in America, but it is at this time. People need some time off. There's a death in the family. They can't get the time off. Some emergency. They can't get the time off. But there's the American Disability Act, where you have rights. We're going to talk about that. Now, there's two ways of thinking about disability. One is, you're disabled, right? Which is true. That's a true thing. You just can't keep up with it anymore. You're going through anxiety, depression, panic attacks from it. You go home worried about it, thinking about it, getting angry about it, feeling humiliated for what happened at work. And you reach a point where you say, I can't take it anymore, or I'm not going to take it anymore. That point gets reached. I call that factor X. You just reach that point. And you just need some time out. You might have worked since you were 16 years old. You might have worked for 20, 30 years. And it's hard for you to say, hey, I can't handle it anymore. I just can't take it. Truth is, no normal human being can continue to take it. Impossible. But because you're a hard worker and you're dedicated and you have your bills and your family to support, you don't want to stop, so you get up, even though you get to the office, and some of you don't even want to get out of your car. You get panic attacks at the thought of going into the job. That's a nightmare. That's horrible. You come home, you can't sleep, you have nightmares about work. You get irritable at home because you're so upset with what happened at work. A couple of people left and all the work falls on you and you're not getting any extra pay. You've got the responsibilities of 3 or 4 people. You feel treated unfairly. Where's the justice in this? I know. I've been specializing in this for many years. I've gotten to know the best human beings in the world who come to me this way. Say, Dr. Nerenberg, I can't take it anymore. I didn't want to have to do this, but I can't take it. It's not fair to my family. Or somebody had a child, you had 6 months maternity leave. You go through terrible separation anxiety, the idea of leaving your baby. You go through a separation anxiety, which is normal. Of course, your baby would be traumatized. You're leaving him or her at 6 months. You can't handle it. And no normal mother could handle it. It's unhuman. You're really needed by that young being. And you have a sacred responsibility to your child. But you have to make a living. You might be a single mom. You just have your income. Or you can't make it on one income. You have a partner, a husband, but you can't make it on one income. You have a sacred responsibility to your child. Well, so you go out on disability because you suffer from anxiety, depression, panic attacks. You have concentration and memory impairments. You're fatigued. You're exhausted. You just can't go back. Not yet. You're not ready. You're not ready to go back to that job. And you're not even ready for any job at this time. And it's my good pleasure, my good privilege to be there for you during your time of need. For myself, nurse practitioner Bert, come to us and we're going to help you. It's called a medical disability. You apply for state disability from the state. We pull you out of work. So one conception is, I'm not working, I'm out on disability. That's one way you could say it. And a lot of people feel guilty when they say it. I feel ashamed. I've been a hard worker. I'm saying, well, what are you doing? I'm out on disability. And your friends or your parents say, you're what? And I'm out on disability. What do you mean you're out on disability? I know what you go through. I feel compassion for you. And I know exactly how to deal with you. I know exactly how to help you. But I'm going to give you a different perspective of this. That's one viewpoint, one story. I'm out on medical disability. The other perspective, and one that I'm now going to be teaching you about, I now have a new job. I now have a new job. And it's in the fitness industry. So somebody says to you, what are you doing these days? Well, I have a full-time job, but right now I'm working in the fitness industry. The fitness industry, well, what do you do? Well, I've got a job. And my boss is Dr. Nerenberg or Bert, or nurse practitioner Bert. And my job is to come back strong, healthy. That's my job. Strong and healthy, physically, emotionally, psychologically, in every way. That's my job. My job is to form a better relationship with my wife, or my job is to build a better relationship with my husband, with my parents. I'm now going to work on me. I'm going to be working on me and my life so that I can come back stronger than ever. I go back to that job or some other job or open my own business. I'm going to bring to it a perspective and a way of being in life that's going to empower me and anybody around me. That's a full-time job. Now, when you work for me, I'm there for you 24/7. You can text me anytime. But your job is, you got to watch 4 videos a week on the program. You got to show me that you're doing something to help yourself. And if you don't watch the 4 videos, guess what happens? I'll fire you from your job. You'll go off of disability. You'll lose your job. You're also required as part of your job to come to the Zoom meetings that we're having now. You must attend and be as part of your job. You must do some kind of exercise every day. Go for a walk, weight lift, whatever you want to do, Pilates, yoga. That's your job. You must fill in your testing so that we can evaluate you. If you don't send in your test, we're going to fire you. We're not going to see you. We're not going to evaluate you and keep you out. We've got to have your testing. That's your job. There's a textbook for your job. It's called The Teachings of Honor. You must read 10 pages a week. That's your job. And you have to text us how you're going to apply it to your life. That's your job. And we don't take any excuses. No excuses. None. Do your job, improve your life. You want to recite your commands of honor 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, and night, with the bridge. That's your job. This is your job. This isn't playing. You're building that inner core of who you are. This is a tough job. This is a job of improving your inner self. This is a job of you being very productive. Very productive. As much or more productive than when you're out there, whatever you called your job. And We're going to help you get paid to do your job. Yes, you're going to get paid. You know, you're going to benefit and come back healthier and stronger. You're going to get paid for this job. Good money. After January 1st of 2025, the EDD payment went even higher. You're going to get paid for strengthening that relationship with your children, strengthening that relationship with your significant other, strengthening that relationship with your parents, strengthening that relationship with your friends, strengthening your relationship with God. And you're going to get paid for this job. What a blessing, what a bounty, what a privilege it is for you to have this job and for us to supervise you on this, to coach you on this. What a pleasure, what a privilege, what an enjoyment for us. But this is no hanky-panky. No excuses. Do your job or we're going to terminate you. You can go back to work or go somewhere else. Do your job. This is a serious responsibility to yourself, to your family, to society. You're getting all this money. Do your job. Now, before I go on with more factors to go on, this is a paradigm shift. Paradigm shift. From saying I'm on disability, I'm on medical disability, and people go, oh, you poor thing, to saying, no, I have a job now. It's in the fitness industry to make me stronger physically, emotionally, psychologically, every which way. That's my job. And when I learn this, I'm going to be able to help everybody else do this through the way of honor, through the 4 commands of honor and the bridge, getting this knowledge through the sessions, through the Zoom calls, through my readings, through texting, through talking to nurse practitioner Bert and Dr. Nerenberg. It's powerful. Powerful. And then when people fill in their test results every month, we say, what ways have you improved? We found that people they feel they're getting wise. Within 3-4 sessions, they feel they're getting wiser, more self-aware, more self-respect, more self-confidence. Woo! Closer to God. Healthier. To the point where significant others notice, hey, you're a better person now. You're more relaxed. You're calmer. You're less overreactive. These are all, I'm seeing it and I'm looking at it every day. How well you're doing at your job. How beautifully you're doing. So, you're being very productive. You're not out there doing your accounting work or digging that ditch or driving that truck. You're doing it by that inner work for the first time in your life. Your job is working on you, your inner self, and your relationships. What a beautiful opportunity. Beautiful. And a beautiful opportunity for us to get to know you. You lovely, beautiful person. Beautiful. Now, this is the paradigm shift. I call it the Gail effect because I came up with it just today. When I was talking to Gail, she was telling me how she feels that productive. People could feel ashamed, guilty that they're off. No, you're being very productive. Pride in developing who you are so you have more to give to your loved ones and to society and to yourself. Take pride in your new job in the fitness industry. Now, before I go on into some nitty-gritty details, I want to open this up to all our lovely, beautiful human beings that are here with us. I want you to speak up. I want you to ask questions because this is a new orientation. So, without further ado, speak up. Yes, you.
Would you be comfortable talking about the time that you had a medically induced panic attack so that you know exactly what they feel like when your patients are having it?
It was about, if I were to talk about my induced, I had a panic attack. One time I was getting these injections. I was having changes in my thyroid things and whatnot. It was part of a longevity program. I was just triggered panic attacks. I mean, I've had them. And then when I was about 50 years ago, I had panic attacks. It was frightening. Thank God I haven't had them in, I don't know, 20, 30 years. But I've been through all these things. I've been through depression, anxiety, panic attacks. I know what that's like. Most of the time in my life now, at 83 years old, I finally know what I'm doing. That's the good news. I know what I'm doing now. I know how to deal with these things. I run into things at times, stress myself. Just a human being. but I've learned how to navigate it, and that's what I want to help you. As I say to all my people, I say, good news. You're getting me at a good time in my life. I'm 83 years old, and I finally know what I'm doing. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I started really catching on when I was about 70. A little slow on the take, but I finally got it. It wasn't something I read. It was based on psychology, religion, and personal experience, and I'm bringing this to you. But now, thanks for asking that. You always ask great questions. Now, I'm going to open it to you. And as a psychologist, I have a unique specialization. I specialize in transforming tribulation into triumph. Transforming tribulation into triumph. And in your new job in the fitness industry, that's what you're going to do for yourself and to help your loved ones on this. Well, please speak up. It's your job to speak up because other people are going to benefit from what you say. So don't just sit there. I don't care if you're nervous or shy. Speak up.
Hi, doctor.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, doctor. How are you?
Tell your name again, please.
Jose Avila.
What is it?
Jose Avila.
Oh, Jose. Okay, Jose. Good to, yes, Jose. Speak, please.
Hey, doctor.
Good to see you.
I've been doing yoga every day at 6 a.m. in the morning, and helping me to sleep a little bit better. Yeah, I went to a program that is $99, and it's all the classes you can take here in San Diego.
Well, here's the thing. When you were at your job, did you have the time to do that?
Yeah, that's my job.
No, it's your job now. But when you were at your so-called job, whatever it is, you didn't have time to do that, did you?
No.
No, but now you can do that. What else do you have time for now that you didn't before?
Go to church.
You're getting closer to God in your way.
I go to church with my wife. My wife, she go to church every Sunday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. She helped the pastor.
But Jose, let me say something.
Yes.
Would you say, since you've been in this program, that you personally got closer to God, yes or no?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. So you're doing a good job. Are you watching 4 videos a week from the program?
Yes, doctor.
You're doing your job. You're coming to your Zoom classes?
Yes, doctor.
You're doing your job. Are you reading from the book, The Teachings of Honor, 10 pages a week?
Yes, doctor.
You're doing your job. Are you saying your commands of honor abridged 3 times a day?
Yeah.
You're doing your job.
I look at the mirror every day and I know the person I am.
Well, Jose, I'm proud of you. I could see you're choked up a little bit. I see the emotion in you. You're doing your job. And Nurse Practitioner Bert is supervising you. He's your boss. I'm your boss. We don't pay you out of our pocket, but we make an arrangement for the state to pay you.
Yes.
So you're getting paid to do all this, aren't you?
Yes.
Now, is that amazing to get paid for doing yoga and going to church and everything else you're doing?
It is.
I mean, is that shocking? Somebody's going to pay you for that?
Yeah.
Is your relationship with your wife, is your marriage getting better or not?
We're getting close on Sundays.
And so does that carry over during the week that you're closer to your dear wife?
Yes.
That's your job. That you're doing your job, Jose. I'm proud of you. You're doing your job.
I was feeling at the beginning like worthless because I didn't work in a place, but now I'm working in myself.
There you go. Listen, Jose, if anybody asks you, where do you work? Where do you work? What are you going to say?
I have my own company with my doctor.
Yeah, I work in the fitness industry.
Yes, in the fitness industry.
Because I'm getting stronger spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Is that right?
That's correct.
That's the fitness industry.
Yeah.
Who's your boss?
My boss is my doctor.
That's it.
That's
it. That's it. And you're doing a great job. I'm happy, and I feel very moral and honorable to make sure you're getting money from the state for the great job you're doing, and because I know you need it. Medically, you need it. We like people to go typically back to work within 4 months, but if they're not medically able, we just keep the people out as long as they medically need it. That's why we must have You're testing every month. Otherwise, we can't see you. We have a sacred obligation to you and to the state because we're releasing a lot of money to you, and we're happy for you to have it as long as you're doing your job. So don't think you're not working. You're working like you are, Jose. You're one of our best employees, Jose. We're proud of you. We're going to give you Employee of the Month.
Yes,
In fact, you could tell anybody, I work in the fitness industry and I got an Employee of the Month award.
Yes.
Doing a great job.
Yes, doctor.
Now, isn't this a different orientation?
Yes, doctor.
Does it make sense?
It makes sense, doctor.
That's it.
It makes sense. That's what I need in my life.
Well, you know what a privilege it is for us to know you and help you with this?
Yes, doctor.
Do you know that you're adding a great deal to our lives and our staff? Our staff are our assistant supervisors. My staff is also the secretaries. They're guiding you because you're going through so much things about EDD, your job, the paperwork. You got to follow their directions because they are the assistant directors. They're under us. So you're working for a team.
Yes, doctor.
You've got a team behind you.
Yes,
a whole team is backing you up.
Those ladies helping me a lot for a lot of questions.
They're amazing and patient and kind.
When I ask questions, they always give me the right answer.
Well, you know, we're lucky to have you for an employee. That's why you're Employee of the Month.
Thank you, doctor.
For January 2025, you got Employee of the Month.
Yes.
And you could say that in the fitness industry.
Yes, doctor. I'm the Employee of the Month.
Yeah, for January. In February, we'll have somebody else. We can't give it to you every month.
Yes, doctor.
Yeah. Wow, proud of you.
I'm happy to meet you and meet all those people behind the screen.
Yes.
We're all going to get well.
Well, healthy, strong, healthier and stronger. Yes. You're all great people when you came in. It's just going to make you greater.
Yes, doctor.
Stronger.
Stronger.
Whenever you're going through something in life, you say, I hope to come back stronger than ever.
Stronger than ever, always, every day.
That's what's happening.
In the morning.
I'm grateful for the power I gained from worship. If you hadn't gone through what you call a medical disability, you never would have had a job in the fitness industry. So the terrible stress you went through, the suffering, whatever you went through on your job led to this, to you getting a beautiful job. Beautiful job. This is a dream job. Dream job.
This is my best job that I have in my life.
Nobody has a better job than this. Nobody. You're all kings and queens.
Yeah.
What a blessing. You're like a king. Look what you're getting paid to look after your family, to get closer, to share more love, more connection.
Yes.
That's the life. That's the good life.
And close to God.
Doesn't get better than that. Jose, I want to thank you for speaking up.
Yes, doctor. Thank you.
Now, I want other people to speak up. I don't care how shy you are. I want to hear what you have to say because it's going to help other people. Let's hear from you.
Okay. Hi, Dr. Nerenberg. This is Catherine.
Catherine, good to hear from you, Catherine.
Hi. So I just wanted to say that I really appreciate, the honor program and also receiving positive and encouraging feedback through you throughout my whole journey. And I'm pleased to say and really happy to say that because of the program and attending these Zoom meetings and everything and doing the readings and watching the videos every day, I become stronger mentally, emotionally, and I'm having better friendships. And now I can say that I'm in the right process of having a good job that's in the works.
And you have a good job while you're doing it in the fitness industry.
Yes, and I have a second interview coming up this Thursday, and it looks like things are turning around for the better.
Wow.
To where I can go back in the workforce.
Catherine, this is beautiful news. Let me tell you, you sound almost like a paid advertisement for us. Yes, you do. That's how beautiful it is. What you just said was so beautiful, so inspiring. The kind of benefit you've had. You're coming back stronger than ever. But you're not going to just get a job. You're getting a new job because right now you have a job in the fitness industry. Is that correct?
Yes.
And who's your boss?
You are.
There you are. And you're doing a good job as an employee. You're a great employee in the fitness industry. You're getting stronger spiritually, emotionally, in every which way. Physically, every which way. You're doing you're doing your exercise?
Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of walking and everything, and that seems to be helping me out as well. I became sick though last Wednesday, so I had to refrain from walking. But now I'm getting back in the groove of walking and just really enjoying that environment with nature. And, I appreciate how it gives a healing component to it, both mentally and physically as well.
Are you doing your deep breathing?
Yes.
That's important. That long exhale calms the sympathetic nervous system down. It calms it down. If you want to do it 4 times an hour. We're getting a little static there. Okay. Well, thank you, Catherine. That was beautiful input. You're doing your job. You spoke up, and that's going to help other people. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Let's have others speak up. Let's hear from you because it's your job to speak up. It's not an option. Yeah.
Dr. Nerenberg.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I met you today, so I'm listening to your people talk. I don't see my number on your list of people. I hope that you know that I'm watching you.
Good.
I like to hear people tell their stories, and I wish well for everybody. I myself worked too much for too many hours for the last 4 years, so I'll have to recover. But I don't know what other people's stories were. I just worked too many hours and had no life for 4 years. So,
well, let me say this. I can tell you what other people's stories. Let me tell you what other people's stories are. They feel overworked. The demands are too high. But even worse, they feel abused. People abusing their power over them and humiliating them. That's a lot of the story for a lot of people, where they feel not appreciated, denigrated, humiliated, ignored, discriminated against. This is people's experiences that are coming in. Our people have all suffered, but all our people are wonderful, humble, beautiful people. They're all saying, hey, my life's not working for me. I need a new job. And what's your new job? In the fitness industry. To come back stronger, spiritually, emotionally, physically, in every way. Good to hear from you. Thank you for speaking up. You're doing your job. Okay, somebody else was saying something. Please speak up.
Hi, Dr. Nerenberg. It's Ann.
Oh, Ann. There you go, Ann. With an E, A-N-N-E.
You got it.
I like that spelling.
Yeah, so do I, Doctor. So do I. I wanted to also say thank you. And I think one of the things that has helped me during this journey is to stay on a schedule, right? To still wake up in the morning. Like, it's not a weekend, right? You're not sleeping in till 8:30, 9 o'clock.
No, you got to get up, do your job, do your commands of honor, do your deep breathing, do a little exercise. And Ann, this is the right attitude. I have a lecture called How to Structure Your Time on Disability. We just had it emailed out to everybody. You should have gotten an email today. I gave it before. It's on your website, honortherapy.com. But also it's going to be emailed to everybody. How to structure your time during disability. That's Ann. What you just said is so important because this is a privilege. This time you have on your new job. It's a new job in the fitness industry. You didn't know you had a job in the fitness industry, did you?
No.
You didn't know. How does that hit you when I tell you have a job in the fitness industry?
I want to say thank you because as I told you last week, right, Doctor? I'm probably the healthiest I've been in over 5 years, right? And it is because of where I'm at now, right?
And do you know what a privilege it is for me to know you and work with you? You have no idea.
Thank you, Doctor.
When I see the progress and the text that you send me, your response to the readings and the teachings of honor and the depth that you show, you have no idea. I'm amazed by you. It's hard for you to probably know that, but I'm amazed by you, really.
Thank you. But I did want to at least say it's so important to keep a schedule.
Yeah. Best advice you could give. Because
I do want to say good luck to Catherine on her second interview because I think, right, that's what I'm doing now is, I'm out there, I'm looking. I'm looking for my next chapter because I know the chapter I close, I can't go back.
Yeah, but remember this, though. Remember this. You're not going from doing nothing to a job.
Yeah.
You're going from a job in the fitness industry
To a job.
to another job, to another job.
Yep.
So you're not unemployed at this time. You're employed in the fitness industry, and just remember that.
Yep. And
So-
I'm looking for a job.
Another job now.
Subject matter expert in my field.
You had a 1 year you have a contract with a fitness industry job that's up to 1 year. It could be 4 months, 6 months, but you have a contract in the fitness industry that's coming due.
Yes.
So you're not unemployed. So don't ever say you're not working. Do not say you're not working.
Nope.
You're working.
I am. I'm very lucky that I'm in this position. And that I know I have a good fitness job right now, and I'm looking for a job in my accredited field.
There you go. So you broaden your perspective. You broaden your occupational endeavors. You broaden your occupational endeavors. You went into the fitness industry, but now, so if you have a spot on this, so what was happening for that year that you weren't at that job? Well, I was in the fitness industry.
Yeah.
I came back, and the goal of it was to come back much stronger than ever, which I'm doing. Have you come back stronger than ever?
Yes.
Do you feel that you've gained more self-awareness?
Yes.
Do you feel that you have more self-respect? Yes or no?
Yes.
Do you feel that you've grown in wisdom?
And I'm sorry.
Do you feel over the course of being in this job that you've grown in wisdom?
Yes.
Do you feel that in this job you became healthier?
Yes.
Well, that's an A+. You're doing your job. You're earning every penny that you're getting.
Yeah, and I'm up every morning doing it. So, yeah.
Well, thank you, Ann, for your wisdom, which you're such a wise individual. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for doing your job by speaking up. And I want other people to do your job and speak up. I don't want to hear you're shy. You know what? Speak up because others need to hear you.
Hey, Dr. Nerenberg, this is Erica.
Erica, yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Just wanted to thank you for another shift in perspective. I think that's probably one of the things that I benefited the most in working with you is I have a lot of fear-based thoughts that kind of become like debilitating in how I decide to move through life. And, people will ask me like, oh, what are you doing right now? And, I've been working full time since I was 15 because I didn't go to traditional high school. I was homeschooled. So I've always worked. And to be out for an extended period and people are asking me, what am I doing?
Now, what are you going to say? Now, what are you going to say if somebody says, what are you doing? What are you going to say?
I'm working in the fitness industry.
And you're making good. And you're making good money. And you're making good
shift in perspective because there's people that I'll share with what I'm going through that I feel safe with, but others that don't really understand, anxiety and depression unless they've lived through it. It's hard for them to comprehend.
But that's the fact that anxiety and depression that you went through that through your job.
Yeah.
But you could say, I've got an amazing job in the fitness industry, and I'm so thankful for this job. I'm well paid, and it's making me stronger and healthier in every way. I've got an amazing job. Don't just talk about the suffering. The suffering was real.
Yeah.
But it opened up this opportunity in the fitness industry. So when you're talking, you can hold your head up and say, I've got an amazing job in the fitness industry.
For sure.
And have you helped anybody with what you're learning from us? Are you helping anybody else?
I am. A very, very good friend of mine is going through some things. And so she's actually kind of sneak peeked into some of these meetings in the background to listen in.
Good.
But yeah, and I've shared some of the things that I've learned with her, especially as it relates to physical health. Again, another perspective shift for me through you was because the choices that we make about taking care of our bodies ultimately impact the people that we care about the most. That's never a way that I've processed that.
And if not taking care of our bodies really impacts those around us because we become a burden.
Yeah.
But so you're helping somebody. So in the fitness industry, you're already helping people. And guess what? You're going to help people all your life, Erica. I mean, you're paid to do it. Right now, you're on pay to do it. Now, later, you do it as a volunteer. But right now, you're being paid. I want you to help as many people as you can. Give them the honor teachings. That's your job. That's what we're having you paid for, to teach people and help them, because that's also going to be very healthy for you to do that. And it makes you feel productive. It gives meaning to your life, purpose to your life. And that's what you need. It's very healthy for you to feel you have a sense of purpose in life. Would you agree with that or not?
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, you have a purpose. All of you. Your job is also to spread these honor teachings to help other people. That's your job. And as you do it, you will receive enormous benefit. But that's your job. You must share the teachings with other people to help them. Erica, that's beautiful. You're a beautiful human being, Erica.
Thanks, Doc.
Good going.
Doctor?
Yeah, yes, we're getting a question. Yes, please speak up. Yeah. Yeah, speak, please.
Hey, Dr. Nerenberg, how you doing? Jose Hernandez here.
Jose, good to hear from you. Good.
I've got a couple people that are going to be calling you that are seeking your help as well. So I always referenced you. You've helped me before. And
well, if they need the medical help, they'll be getting a job in the fitness industry.
Yeah, exactly. And actually, I've got some of them. Actually, today was our first day in our fitness workout starting the week off, and we got like a little 3-month goal with them. So
what do you guys? What kind of workouts you guys doing?
Yeah, I've got some people that I've spoken about you. So I've always since I got referenced to you, I've always said to myself, Dr. Nerenberg has always been very understanding. As a military vet, and knowing how a lot of us go through the trauma of PTSD and whatever else that is going on in their lives and stuff like that.
Well, Jose, would you say the honor teachings fit right in with your military background?
Say it one more time, sorry.
Would you say that the honor teachings that you're learning in your fitness training fits right in with your military background?
Absolutely, because it's all about discipline and just, committing to what you're setting yourself for. So then just moving forward from there and just implementing everything that's being taught to you and providing that for everybody else to benefit from it.
Do you know that
I can understand you, but there's a couple people on the line that have their mics open, so that's why it's a little bit staticky.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Well, listen, this is basically a program for warriors, because a true warrior seeks to gain power from hardship. All of our people have suffered deeply, and they're going to get stronger from it. They're going to be able to tell themselves the best true story about their suffering. One of the best true stories is you enter the fitness industry. You're gaining in wisdom, in compassion, in knowledge. That's the warrior mentality.
Exactly.
That's the warrior mentality. It's really a warrior program in the fitness industry.
Correct.
And you as a military man can relate to that.
Absolutely.
What branch were you in?
Marine Corps.
Marines. I used to do seminars at Camp Pendleton for the Marines.
Yeah, you told me that last time when I first joined with you. You told me a lot about that when you were providing that service for them.
Yeah, pre-deployments, post-deployment seminars, pre-retirement seminars. Those Marines are tough guys. God bless them. Tough guys.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Well, thank you for your service to the country. We appreciate you. We appreciate you, Jose.
You got it.
Thank you. I want your others. It's your job to speak up. Don't just sit there because saying you're shy. No. I want to hear from you so you can help others. Speak up.
Hi, Doctor. It's Emily.
Emily. Always good to hear from you, Emily.
You too. I came in a little bit late, but I kind of gathered what everybody's talking about. I like the reframing of you saying that, it's like our job in the fitness industry, because I think that's one of the struggles with a lot of people psychologically when we are on a leave is like part of our self-worth and, you know, how we identify is with, you know, our jobs sometimes. And, you know, it's part of, I don't know exactly how to put it, but
I understand exactly what you're saying.
There's many times I struggled with that.
Listen, I know that for many of you, your self-esteem and self-worth is tied to working and having your job. You have a job. Don't think you don't have a job. You're not working on something in the outer world. You're working on building yourself up inside, strengthening your heart, your spiritual heart,
yes.
your strength, your health, your psyche.
Focus this whole time is, you know.
Is that a meaningful job? Wait a minute, Emily. Is that a meaningful job or not? Is that productive? Being productive?
It is absolutely our job. And I think for me, I mean, I'm towards the end of my leave, and that has been my main focus the whole time, is getting myself mentally, physically, because it all ties together. Like when you're not feeling good physically or mentally, it impacts the other, and vice versa, and spiritually, and all of that. And I've been able to focus on that. And
Emily, how do you like your job in the fitness industry? Be honest. How do you like this job?
I absolutely love it. It's the best.
That's
the best.
And the pay's not bad, is it?
What was that?
The pay is not bad.
No, it's not bad. And being able to take care of myself right, so I can take care of my kids right and not have.
Are you getting closer? Are your sons glad to have more time with their mother?
Yeah, they are.
Well, you're doing your time. You're doing your job.
Yes.
You're putting into a relationship. Do you feel closer to God from the program or not?
Absolutely.
You got closer to God. Do you feel healthier being in the program?
I do.
Well, there you go. You're doing your job.
I do.
That's amazing. Do you feel you've gained in wisdom in this job?
Absolutely.
Well, you're doing your job. You are a top-notch employee.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, because that is one of the things about it, you know. And so also the meetings every week, I think, you know, if somebody is newer, like, I feel like it really helps along the way. Let me say
this. People love this community. You have no idea.
Yes.
I always tell people what you have to say is as important, or maybe even more important than what I'm saying, because people feel less alone, and they feel what a wonderful community where I can be myself. That's powerful.
And like, we're all going through a lot of the similar things. Like when I heard a couple of other people talking, I'm like, oh yes, yeah. Like, you know, it's like you could identify. And, you know, like you said, you know, I've been able to take care of my boys, and I'm a single mom. I've been a single mom for quite a while. And
listen, I think you're amazing. I know you. I know you very well. I know your struggles, and I know what you're achieving.
Thank you so much.
So I want to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel that on this job in the fitness industry that you are being highly productive? I don't want to put words in your mouth. Do you feel highly productive or not?
Yes, in the ways that matter the most. That we like kind of neglect when we get in this like rat race and routine, and we have to do it. You know, we have to bring in it.
So you feel very productive. And that's what I want for the people. You know, you're being very productive. You're doing meaningful work. Right? Is this meaningful work or not? Be honest.
It's the most meaningful.
The most meaningful. Look at that. This job you have with me, with us, is the most meaningful job you've ever had. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Look at that. The most meaningful job you've had in your... How old are you?
43 next month.
You're 43. Happy birthday in advance.
Thank you.
And 43 years, and all your years, how long have you been working to make a living?
Since I was like 17.
Yeah, so how many? So that's like 30 years? Yeah. Close to 30 years.
25.
25 years. And 25 years, you're telling me that this job with me and with us is the most meaningful job you've ever had? Are you telling me that?
Yeah.
You're telling me that. Is that right?
Yes, I am.
Gee. I don't want anybody to feel like down, guilty, ashamed. You're going to have the most meaningful job you ever had. Doesn't get better than that. And it's less stressful than the other job you had, isn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, there's the stressors of having kids, but when you be able to focus on it, it feels like I'm not neglecting the most important job to me. And, you know, I'm very appreciative of that, and to be just one step closer to them, honestly, being adults, because
I want to ask you something. Emily, dear Emily, did the other job you have, was that part of destroying your family life? Yes or no?
It was.
There you, it was. It was destroying your family life. Is that right?
Yes.
Now, instead of destroying your family life, you have a job that strengthens your family life. Is that correct?
Yes.
And you're getting paid for it.
Yep.
This is like a dream come true. This is a dream come true.
It actually is. It is very much a dream come true and a blessing. And I'm so grateful for this time that I have had, and the thing that prompted me is I had a very stressful sales job, and I ended up having a miscarriage. And, after that, I really re-examined.
All right, Emily, I love what you're saying. I think I'm going to tell you something. Would you tell me what the good things that came out of all that terrible thing? What's the good thing that came out of it, Emily?
To be able to recover and focus on myself and my kids.
No, yeah, that's the way. But you're telling me, tell me if this is correct. I don't put words in your mouth. That all that suffering led to you finding the best job in your life. Is that correct?
It absolutely did, yes.
So,
and I've reflected on that before.
Now, that's the best true story about what you went through. I was going through suffering. I had a miscarriage. I was stressed. My family was disintegrating. And it led me to the best job I've had in my life. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
You're telling me
absolutely.
that suffering led to the best job of your life?
Yes.
Well, am I paying you to say these things?
No.
No, this is all true. I know it's true. Every one of you who listen could tell me the same story. What a job. You had a dream job, didn't you?
I did, actually. I made very good money, and it was something that I enjoyed for the most part, but it was too much.
Yeah, but your dream job is the fitness industry. Is that right?
Yes.
Everybody hear that, all of you. I know all of you hearing that. You have a dream job, just like Emily, your dream job. So Emily, dear Emily, you're a beautiful human being. You know that?
Thank you, doctor.
You've done such a good job. And I'm so glad that your wonderful sons have benefited while you're on this job.
I am too. I'm really grateful.
Yeah, this was one in a lifetime opportunity, this kind of position you've had with me.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm grateful to Bernice for sending you to here and to this job.
Me too. She knew I needed to come when, I was talking to her. I had known about you and, her coming to you for a while, and, I didn't like.
Well, tell Bernice she's one of our star employees.
Oh, yes.
She knows she's a star student. She knows she's a star student, but she doesn't know she's one of my star employees.
I will tell her.
She didn't know. I wasn't able to tell her then that she had a job with us in the fitness industry. It's a new idea.
I'll let her know. I'll tell her.
So tell her she's not only a star student of mine, but a star employee.
Definitely. Yes. Yeah, I'm grateful she told me she's like, you should call Dr. Nerenberg. And I was like, you know what? Yes. And that was that.
Yep.
And I'm grateful for that moment.
And I don't think anybody knew they're getting a job when they came. Everybody, all our beautiful people, wonderful people felt defeated by life, defeated at their job. And in that defeat, you achieve victory. Victory. A dream job came out of it, out of the sense of being defeated. Is that correct or not?
Yeah, and like you say, through our struggles, like we gained strength, and I have definitely have, and I was able to focus on that instead of just burning myself completely out. I was already spread thin. And
now, Emily, let me tell you something. I want everybody to hear this. I'm not interested in just helping you for a couple of months or a year. That's not what this is about. I'm interested in helping you for the rest of your lives to take this knowledge with the commands of honor and the bridge and everything you've learned on this job till the end of your days on earth and beyond. That's what I want for you. Your job even when you're off the state, you're off payroll over here. That's your job, is to make sure you live this the rest of your life. When you're not my patient anymore, don't stop saying your commands of honor. Don't stop saying your bridge. Keep it up. Now, are you going to do that, Emily, or not?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I know it's going to help get through a lot of stuff. So,
are you going to follow the way of honor the rest of your life? Don't say yes if you don't mean it. Are you going to follow the way?
Absolutely, I am. This has been, life changing, and like you said, just it's been the job that I've had for the past several months, and just it's helped incredibly. So yes, absolutely.
Well, it's always a delight to visit with you and to watch your progress. Amazing human being.
Thank you, Doctor.
Now, I want all of you, your job's to speak up at these things, because I want you to help everybody else here. You heard other people speak. They're shy too, but they want to help you. They didn't have to say anything. I want you all to speak up and tell me what your thoughts are about your new job.
Your doctor?
Yeah, Hugh.
I think this is a remarkable way of changing people's attitude toward disability.
Yeah, Hugh's saying that this is a remarkable way of changing people's attitude towards disability, because Hugh was once on disability and he felt ashamed like a loser. Is that correct?
That's right.
Nobody told you that you had a job to improve. Of course, you didn't have this program either.
I think that the people, though, this is going to lessen the chance of shame and destructive self-esteem. And that, when you're going through the shame and the bad self-esteem, it prolongs your disability.
Yeah. You were deeply ashamed, weren't you, when you had your disability? Is that correct?
Worthless.
You felt worthless. You felt ashamed. Is that right?
Yes.
You felt guilty.
Yes.
You felt like a loser.
Yes. And
but not
people reinforcing.
And you had other people telling you're a loser, like your sister. Is that right?
Yes.
But I'm telling you, and of course, you didn't have my program at that time, but you have this program where you're going to have a dream job with dignity, with class. You hold your head up high. This is a paradigm shift. This is a dream job, a beautiful situation for you. And it is for me, because I get to be a part of your lives. I get to be a witness to your beautiful, amazing lives, and to be a guide. That is a great privilege for me. I want to thank every one of you for the privilege of letting me get to know you, and for the privilege of being able to help you, and for the privilege of being able to share my life experiences. It gives more meaning to my life to know you and uplift you and help you. That gives more meaning to my life. So this is a win-win-win.
Don't you think that lessening the chance of shame and low self-esteem speeds up their recovery? Yeah, he was saying by taking out the shame out of the equation, or the low self-esteem helps the recovery. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. You should be proud that you have this job in the fitness industry, the best job you're going to ever have. And I'm proud to be your employer. Ha! A great privilege for me, and for Bert, and for the rest of my staff. My wife is a part of that. She runs it as a business. She handles everything, so I could focus on you. My staff. Right now we have Sandra and Amaris. Great job. Then we have Hugh doing these videos, so we can put this on the website, or I can text it to you so you can keep watching this and benefiting, and you can share these videos, because part of your job is to share what you're learning with the other people. That's your job. You're getting paid good money. Your job is to share this, and that's what I expect of you. And I try to force it down anybody's throat, but you share it. The main way you share it is through improving yourselves, and people go, wow, what's up with you? I notice you're not overreacting so much. You look calmer. You look happier. They want to know. Tell them. By going through this program, it will not only get them back to a job, it'll make them better people for the next.
Yeah, and then when Hugh's making the point that when you get to the next job, now this is a job. It's not like you're going from job to disability to job. You're going from job to this job in the fitness industry to another job that's going to make you more whole and more powerful for that job. And that job was going back to the paid position you had before you took a job with me, or a whole new one. That's going to be more of a reflection of who you really are. Not just a job, but a career or a calling or a destiny. Because every session, as your boss, I say to you, what is your purpose in life? Aren't you always being asked that? What is your purpose in life? Every session. And of course, for most of you, it's to live with honor, family, honor, God, health. But always honor is part of that answer. You're bringing that honor, which gives you a sense of integrity. Your spine is strengthened. You stand up stronger because of your character. It shows. You're great people when I met you, and you're turning out even greater as you go through this job.
But besides being able to go back into the workforce, I believe this program will make them better husbands for the rest of their lives, better wives for the rest of their lives, better human beings for the rest of their lives.
Hugh's saying it's going to make you better human beings the rest of your lives, better husbands the rest of your lives, better wives the rest of your life, better children, better parents the rest of your lives. This job is a dream of all dream jobs, and you're going to get paid to do it. And if you believe you're an eternal soul, as I believe, it's going to stay with you for eternity. It's going to magnify the light that you are. And you're going to go on with that. And your legacy will be a legacy of honor. Yeah, my dad, my mom, she was a disciple of honor. He was a disciple of honor. He taught me the way of honor. What a legacy. It's a job that's going to, part of your job is to create a legacy. Part of your job is to create a legacy for those you love. And God willing, you live to 120, but the time comes we leave. And that's your legacy. A legacy of honor. A legacy of light.
The best true story they can tell themselves
Best true
years is that I had that disability.
Yeah, he said the best true story I can tell myself is I had that so-called disability. Best thing that could happen to me. Best thing that could happen to me is that son of a gun supervisor just kicking me every day. Best thing that could happen to me because I reached the point where I couldn't take it, and I got another job in the fitness industry for whatever period of time, 6 months, a year, whatever. Best thing that could have happened to me. So everything you went through at that job. Now, if you didn't have a job when you came to me, you got a job, you went from making no money or a little bit of money on unemployment to making more money in the fitness industry with me or with Bert. This is like manna from heaven. Absolute manna from heaven. Beautiful. Now, the more we realize what we're doing here, it took me, I've been doing this for 50 years. I finally figured out what the heck I'm doing. I didn't realize I was an employer. I kind of had an inkling I was an employer, but today when I was talking to Gail, it all came together. Today, January 28, 2025, I had an awakening. I realized what I'm doing at another level. I realized what you're doing. You're working in the fitness industry. Speak up. Let's hear from you.
Well, I'd just like to say that I'd like to hear people's personal stories. I think if we all share, maybe we can learn or help each other, pray for each other, and encourage each other.
That's it. This is very encouraging. Very encouraging. So we'll bring this to a conclusion, so I'm sure everybody's got something you want to do, but this is your job right now. Hey, this is not a distraction from your life. Don't think, I'm on this thing, I need to get off, I got to go eat, I got to go do X, Y, and Z. No. This is your job to be here and to speak up to help everybody. If you don't speak up, you're not doing your job. I'm putting pressure on you because I'm your employer. I'm saying you got to speak up. At least I'll let a few more of you speak up, and then I'm going to end our session together. Who has something you want to say?
Hi, Dr. Nerenberg. It's Joanne.
Joanne, good to hear from you, Joanne.
Hey, I just started today. This is my first day, but I already feel so empowered. I mean, I've known you since I was 18.
You've known me because you were you were on our answering service. I never met you face to face, but I recognized your voice right away.
And our kids went to the same school.
Jeez.
And that now I'm just so honored that my life has come full circle. I can be an employee of yours.
Yeah,
I feel like now I'm actually valued. Just today, just by talking to you, I feel more valued than I have for the 9 years that I worked as a dispatcher. You've always been an amazing human being to me, but today you made me feel so much better. It's like I'm not disabled. I have a new job.
You got it.
I do.
Say it again.
I have a new job. I am not disabled. I have a new job in the fitness industry.
You're a good student. One. We talked for 20 minutes today. Look what you already understand.
Exactly. And
you're a very smart cookie. You know that? Smart cookie.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But I'm listening to everybody talk, and it makes me feel so much better that I'm not belittled. I worked 9 years for a company that always made me feel small. They threw more on me, and I did it. And today, I felt more valued and more appreciated than I have the whole 9 years I've worked as a dispatcher. I thank you.
Well, I'm so happy to have you on our staff.
Well, thank you.
Make sure you're spreading the teachings. Make sure you're watching your videos. Have your family member, loved ones watching it. Read your book, The Teachings of Honor, The Commands of Honor. Share them with your family. You're going to learn more and more. And make sure part of your job is to share this.
I can't wait to share it.
Yeah.
I really can't. Thank you, Doctor.
No, thank you for you're so lovely. I mean, I for years I used to talk to you. I didn't know who you were exactly, but I recognized your lovely voice. When I heard it today, when I saw you, I looked at you and I said, "Joanne, don't I know you?" He said, "Yeah, I used to be on your answering service." I said, "Wow."
Yeah, and it was Sandra from your office that told me, I work for Dr. Nerenberg.
And now you work for Dr. Nerenberg.
Yeah, I worked for Dr. Nerenberg, and I'm so happy to work for you again.
Wow. Yeah. One was an answering service. Now you're working for me in the fitness industry.
Yes, sir, in the fitness industry. I can't wait.
Wow.
Today starts my journey.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you.
Text me anytime, night or day. I'm here to help you.
You know I will.
Yep, I'm here to help you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Wow. What a spirit. What a bright spirit you are.
Thank you.
No, I'm just talking the truth. It's not a compliment. It's just me. You're a bright spirit. Yeah. Look at that beautiful laugh. That's beautiful. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I see the people more magnificent. You're all to me more magnificent than the most magnificent sunrise or sunset. Your struggle, your journey is more magnificent to me. People say, you're 83, I'll be 84 in 3.5 months. Oh, are you going to retire? Oh, I don't have something better to do than to be with you guys. Oh, no. It's amazing. Amazing. I mean, amazing. So for me, this is a destiny, a calling. It's not a job. And I want you all to have a calling or a destiny. Job is something you do from 9 to 5 to pay your bills. A career is a job you enjoy. A calling is a career you do for free if you could afford to. And a destiny is a calling you'd pay to do if you could afford to do it. Heck, I would pay to meet people like you if I could afford it. That's the truth. That is the truth. Now, we'll have one or two more of you lovely people to speak up as part of your job to help each other. Then we're going to bring this conclusion.
Hi, Dr. Nerenberg. It's Lisa.
Lisa. Nurse Lisa.
Thank you so much for this. I actually was the last several days been feeling tremendous guilt of being off from work. So I greatly appreciate it, and I love how passionate you are.
Well, you're one of my great students. You're a great human being. You're a great family person. You're a great devotee to God. You're an amazing individual. You're in a healing profession. I'm sure you've helped thousands of people over the course of your career. It's not even a career, it's a calling. And you were there during COVID. Were you in the hospital during COVID?
Oh, yeah.
So you're one of the heroines. You're one of the heroines in the hospital facing danger every day. God bless you. But now you're getting a paid job to strengthen yourself and fortify yourself. And you're going to what are you going to tell your patients to repeat to themselves? What's the words as medicine? What is it?
Oh, the words of medicine? I'll come out of this greater than ever.
I'll come back much stronger than ever.
Yes.
You're going to tell that to your patients, bring it to the staff, and all the patients say, so I hope to come back much stronger than ever. And that's going to increase when Bert and I did the research, it increases optimism, which leads to a better prognosis for any surgical procedure and any disease. Optimism. So now you have words as medicine, and you're going to bring the way of honor to the people.
Absolutely.
Well, so do you feel less guilty?
After tonight, yeah, absolutely. I really do. I just, like I said, I've been feeling really guilty lately about not working, but I am working.
Listen, do you feel you've gained wisdom during this time?
Absolutely.
Do you feel you've been a better wife and mother during this time?
Definitely.
Do you feel you got closer to God during this time?
Absolutely.
Do you feel healthier during this program?
Oh, absolutely. I've actually, Dr. Nerenberg, I have to tell you, after your last week's live that you did, I have to tell you, I included my kids, and as long as we have a floor, we can exercise.
That's it. The floor is your gym. You don't have to travel a half hour. The earth is your gym. The floor is your gym. Good going, Lisa.
Last Tuesday, we sat down. We actually made a list of all the things that we can do. And I told him, we're going to do like little, with 10 minutes, we're going to walk up and down the stairs. For 10 minutes, we're going to lift weights, all the things that we're able to do around the house.
And you know what? Honor demands you take care of your health. You got to do all you can so you don't become a burden to your loved ones. Is that right?
Absolutely.
Honor demands that.
Yes.
Now, if we get sick or we get run over or whatever, at least we did what we could to not become a burden and where we could better serve our loved ones. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so the honor demands that they work out and take care of their health. You want as a foundation, you're eating beans, greens, and berries, plus other things, but that's a foundation. And plus your exercise. That's a magic bullet. Lisa, what can I say? I've watched your struggles. I've watched your journey. And you're a magnificent employee of the fitness industry. Just magnificent.
I have the best boss, Dr. Nerenberg.
Well, that's...
Doing God.
Wow. Well, everything I teach comes from God. I mean, I've come up with none of this. It's all inspirations from the Spirit. I don't say that out of humility. I'm not smart enough to come up with all this. It's all inspired by the Spirit. I just follow those promptings and speak it. So, yes, beautiful. You are so beautiful human being. Give my love to Gary.
I will. Thank you so much, Dr. Nerenberg.
Yeah, you're most welcome. So I have one more. One person more could speak up before we end.
Hi, Dr. Nerenberg. It's Kat.
Oh, Kat. Movie star, my co-star in the movie. Beautiful,
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So, ever since I've been working for you, all of the things everyone has been speaking about, feeling stronger, even for myself, especially, like I've been an alcoholic my whole life from like 12 years old, and I'm 44 now. So since I've been in your program, I really have decided to just give up alcohol.
Well, one way is to say you've been in my program since you've been working for me.
Yeah, since I've been working for you. It's just like changed my life. Like I said, I decided to stop drinking. And once you stop drinking, you get clarity. And when I got clarity, now me and my husband and my daughter for the past 3 Sundays, we started going back to church. It's just been amazing. Like I'm able to not blow up anymore. I don't let people like control my emotions. I stop myself and I see it coming. I'm just like, it's not worth it. There's nothing to be upset about. You're one of the leaders in the honor movement. Okay? You're like one of my generals. You know that, right? Yes. Yeah. Are you gonna be involved all your life? I am going to be involved all my life. I see that in you. You're special person. And you're always texting me, sending me the prayers and different aspects of how you're growing. You're a great employee, a great human being, and a great employee. And your background of suffering and the things you went through and your kind of job that you had and your drinking, all that suffering made you receptive to the light of honor. That's what made you receptive. All the tribulations of your life were the foundation
Well, you then clung to that court of honor. You clung to it because you know what it's like not to be in that way. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. And it was also, for me, it was a spiritual thing. I remember I told you a lot of the things that you would say would remind me of the Bible. And then that's when you said that is where I get a lot of my stuff.
I get all from the scriptures. I'm inspired. I read the teachings of all religions, from Baha'u'llah, from Jesus, from the Bhagavad Gita, from the Quran, from every source, from the Torah, from also the Buddhist teaching. All of that's all the same spiritual energy, and uplifts me and inspires me. And then I'm able to bring this into my own self. And then once I see what's working, put it in a psychological context, then I bring it to you, lovely, wonderful people, to pass it on to my wonderful employees in the fitness industry. Yes.
Yeah, so thank you for everything.
Well, thank you for everything, Kat. Well, you've all done your job. You spoke up. Well, listen, it's been my pleasure, my privilege to speak to all you wonderful people, you beautiful human beings, about disability anxiety, from being out on medical disability, and welcome into your new job, the fitness industry.
The sea of destiny is in your deepest struggle. God's will and mine be one, and I wish you well. You are co-creator, respectfully real. There's a way in the valley that turns weakness to steel. We're known through all eternity, from strife we gain power, clothed in grace and love, disciples of honor. All the days of our lives refuse the way of shame. We wish nobody harm, have no one to blame. Your high calling will be done, and pure eyes now glow. In darkness crave the good, like waters from the desert flow. I pledge my love all the days of my life. I pledge my soul to all that is good. I pledge my heart to my brothers and sisters, who I join in the light, leave a legacy of honor. We're known through all eternity, from strife we gain power, clothed in grace and love, disciples of honor. All the days of our lives refuse the way of shame. We wish nobody harm, have no one to blame. Your high calling will be done, and pure eyes now glow. In darkness crave the good, like waters from the desert flow.